right, welcome to Ashland High School for this Friday night matchup. I'm Rob Silver with Todd Carter bringing this game to you tonight. Tonight we have the Holliston Panthers taking on our Ashland Clockers in a, not a capacity crowd, but a pretty good showing tonight, at least on the Ashland side.
Certainly.
And what are you expecting tonight, Todd, as we're getting ready for the tip-off? But
Well, I think Ashland has home field advantage, home court advantage. They have the crowd behind them tonight, so I give them a good shot in this game.
And I know they faced off a few weeks ago, and it was quite a large defeat. Holliston 62-37 over Ashland. Holliston's 3-10. Ashland 1-11, 1-12. But I have Holliston as a 7.5-point favorite. I'm not expecting a rout like we had last time.
If Ashland plays tough basketball tonight, they have a chance in this game.
Yeah, I think being in their own gym, they've been playing a lot better. We saw the game last week. They've had some good spurts, but
it's all about development.
Right away, Holliston with a nice job saving the ball from out of bounds, and right off the bat, that's Jordan Kasongo with a two, excuse me, foot on the line. Friendly roll. Oh, rims are lucky he didn't turn an ankle. Holliston down on the baseline.
Salem out. That was Christopher Ryan taking that shot. Back at the top of the key, driving in, pass outside to Kasongo. Pass inside. Ashland defending.
Grover and Russell collapsing on the defense, and they forced the turnover.
Yeah, they stopped Noah Salem right in his tracks.
So it's Devin Yules bringing up the ball. Very slow tempo, very methodical. Hands it off to Rimza, to Russell, back to Yules. Grover at the top of the key. Rimza, Russell, good tight defense there. And that's Agostinelli going to the hoop, draws the foul.
Might remember that name from football season.
Oh yeah, Mr. Automatic. We'll see how he is at the line. I think he did all right at the line the other night. Well, hits the crossbar. And that one falls in. So he cuts the deficit in half. It's 2-1.
Now Kasongo taking it up.
Hey, getting some feedback from the viewers at home. The audio isn't too loud. Do you know how to adjust that without turning off the whole?
They might need to adjust it. I can adjust it from right here on this trusty camera.
So
we'll
shout out to my brother Brian for bringing that to our attention. A nice play there by Kasongo again. Bangs one home off the backboard. This Holliston goes up 4-1. Yules cutting to the hoop, drops it off to Agostinelli for three. It's no good. Yules skies for the rebound. Rimza, that's his shot. A little long there. Yules another offensive rebound. Good work on the offensive board to start. Agostinelli, top of the key, looks inside to Grover, who couldn't handle the pass, and that's going to go back over to Holliston. Let's see how we're doing here.
Should be hopefully a little bit better for those fans at home. Slowly bringing it up.
And let's see what we have. All right, here we are. Holliston dishes it off to Salem underneath, who immediately gets fouled. And getting the instant feedback from our viewers that that's better. Thank you, Todd Carter.
Oh, what problem, Mr. Silver.
So now that we have the audio figured out. Let's see if Ashland can figure out getting a few points on the board.
And one thing to watch from Holliston is they've been getting the ball into Noah Salem, number 10, but he has been stopped so far from getting any further.
Grover with a rebound.
Mic issues as that goes in for Ashland, cutting the deficit to 1.
Is that Grover with the
I believe it was Grover.
number 11, Grover? As I was trying to fix the headset there, we're all set here.
Rebound to Ashland off the shot from Jackson Cope.
Yule's strong to the hoop. Lays it in.
Ashland takes its first lead of the night. A 1-point lead.
And this Holliston team, coached by Mark Champagne, who coached Ashland for 2 or 3 years.
That one drained by Christopher Ryan.
Before our current coach, Colin Murphy, took over. That's Agostinelli trying to create some space there. Nice little jumper, doesn't get the roll. Kasongo brings that down the rebound.
Ashland crashing in, that was Jackson Cope.
I like it.
Holliston looking to move it around the key. As Kasongo has the ball now, trying to set up a play as it's tipped.
And that's
Taken.
Dubanowitz, the steal. To Agostinelli, double teamed. Tried to get it back to Dubanowitz, couldn't do it.
Up to Max Penn. Max Penn with the travel.
Kasongo is just a sophomore. He looks so comfortable handling the ball, doesn't he?
He does.
Be fun
Very
to-
comfortable handling the ball.
and
Great
shooting.
at finding open space, I've noticed.
Yeah, so Dubanowitz brings up the ball. So junior finds senior Kevin Russell. And Kavanaugh goes up strong and gets fouled. So just the opposite of football season. Kevin Russell passing to Dom Kavanaugh. See if Kavanaugh can complete the... Nails the free throw with a line drive. That was a bullet. Probably not the form you want your kid to emulate, but it worked. Seven, 6. Tries to knot it up. And again, the line drive, free throw works. And we're knotted up at 7 apiece.
Spencer Merkin bringing it up the court for Holliston.
A little bit of pressure by Ashland. I mean, if you force them to throw enough of those cross-court long passes, eventually Ashland will pick something off. Good job by Dubanowitz chasing down the weak side rebound. Gets it up to Russell. Nice crisp pass to Spencer Roth, seeing his first action for the Clockers. Russell gets it to Rimza. That's his shot. Not tonight. 0 for 2 from the line.
Songo now bringing it up. Pass outside, drive by Spencer Merkin. Merkin gets the and one.
That was a nice little shot there. Got hit by 2 people.
I had to stabilize him a little bit for that shot.
Remza comes out, Yule's back in. Some quick substitutions for Ashland and Coach Colin Murphy.
Shot goes in.
Merkin with the old school 3. Kavanaugh looking for help, gets it to his guard. Yules, weak pressure. There's the collapse, and you could see that from a mile away. Jump ball, and it's going to be
Tried to
with Ashland still.
look like he was trying to direct Debanowitz up court, but as he did that, Holliston jumped right on the ball.
Yeah. So Yule's a little more effective one-on-one. Saw that double team coming. Scramble on the board. Spencer Roth, lefty off the glass, almost. Almost. But Roth will be going to the free throw line. This will be the 5th free throw attempt for the Clockers already in the first quarter. Ooh. Just in and out there.
Yeah, Holliston has 3 fouls. Ashland with 2 currently.
Two decent looking free throws that just kind of wiggled their way out. So Holliston with 1:42 gets the ball, leading 10-7.
Holliston now driving up the court, pass to Christopher Ryan. Ryan with the 3. That's his 2nd of the night.
And that was NBA distance right there. He didn't hesitate though. He was open and he just let it fly. Debanowitz to Yules.
Yules trying to take
crazy
it.
shot, yeah. A little out of control.
Had Roth outside as Holliston drives to the basket. Pass underneath.
And has shuffled his feet again.
Yeah, Max Penn. That's the 2nd time he's done that.
And I think Kevin Russell gets an assist on that turnover, just standing his ground, and Debanowitz bringing it up. Finds Russell. Wide open Kavanaugh, long. But Roth gets the rebound, can't put it back in. Tipped out of bounds, but it's Holliston ball with 38 seconds to go. And all of a sudden, you know, Holliston on a 6-0 run. Got to finish this quarter strong. Can't get this lead, can't let it get out of hand.
That is certain.
See if they look for Christopher Ryan again.
Spencer Merkin.
Had the wide open lane, and it looks like he almost surprised himself that he was so open. He just,
I think so. But Holliston's going to continue to press here.
so I'm going to do the kiss of death. Ashland playing for the last shot of the quarter with 22 seconds left. Or maybe, like I said, every time I say that, they turn it over to the other team. So 11 seconds. Ryan's going to take the shot. Oh, no, he doesn't. Nice tip away by Russell. Padding his stats a little at the end with the rebounds, as he's got about 4 or 5 rebounds in the first quarter. So we're done with one quarter, and it's 13-7. Holliston Panthers in the lead.
Well, it certainly didn't feel that way. Holliston with a few more breaks.
Nice little cheerleader exhibition. Yeah. So we'll see. See what
Oh, look, and there's our
Coach
handy dandy cameraman, Mr. Cameron Tabo, right behind us, giving us that bird's eye view shot, our view.
Yeah,
He won't answer me. with words.
He's
Just
too,
giving me shoulder shrugs.
he's too focused on his craft. You can't.
He's too focused on his work. But
say-
thank you to our great crew tonight.
Yeah. Do we have a new understudy?
We do. I'm going to have to get the name at halftime again. I'm going to have to have somebody write it down for me.
Okay, we can do that.
I can't keep track of everyone now.
Plenty of time. So as we start the second quarter, Holliston has Kavanaugh, Augustinelli, Dubanowitz, Russell, and Jake Rimza on the floor.
Christopher Ryan with the inbound to Merkin. Merkin with the ball now. Merkin looking for a lane to drive in, and the travel.
And quick sub by Holliston. And a shout out to Athletic Director Stephen Marks, who is home enjoying the broadcast, but enjoying it as much as he can. He is recovering from the flu.
Oh,
Not the coronavirus, I don't think. Oh, nice pass to Rimza. He's got to take that. Took him a while to realize he was that open. Dubanowitz, top of the key, screened by Russell.
some of these passes are just phenomenal, but shots need to be taken off of a lot of them.
Yeah. Good scrum there. Dubanowitz picks up the loose ball. It's a little bump. Spins and some contact there as the ball works its way out of bounds, but it'll stay with Ashland. And Grover, who's been on the bench for a while, comes back in. He brings some good energy to this Clocker team. I like seeing him out there. I'm expecting this Clocker lead to, the Holliston lead, minus that one turnover. Expecting some good things with the Clockers with Brandon Grover on the floor. As Augustinelli got caught up in the air and turned it over.
We have an unnamed Holliston player on the floor, number 30.
And right away, there's Grover with a steal. So who are we looking at on the, what number?
That was Christopher Ryan who knocked the ball out of bounds.
Oh, you said we had a
number 30. We do not have. Could be Colin Daly, who normally wears the number 20. But
yeah, it's,
sometimes they bring in
the JV roster. Rims are really strong with the three. He's struggling from the floor tonight, 0 for 3. But he's going to keep shooting. Dubanowitz.
And Jewett had it at the top. Shot taken by Jack Winston. Holliston rebound.
Rimza might have got a piece of that one. Kavanaugh picks it up, gives it to Dubanowitz. Augustinelli driving to the hoop. And they draw the charge. A little bit of acting, but that's all right. I like the aggressive play. Gonna watch the replay here as Augustinelli goes behind the back. Yeah.
Tape delay.
Well, it is windy out, and I think one of the doors is open, so that might have knocked him over. And right there we have another foul on Augustinelli. Not sure what that was. Might have been holding somebody, but he's going to be coming out of the game, I'm sure. Yeah,
His
and here
second.
comes Michael Dagg. Number 15 with his first action of the game. And it's still a live ball. It's not a turnover. It's not a turnover. Ashland's sitting there watching. Plenty of time on the shot clock. And that's Ryan's shot. Not this time, though. Russell skies for the rebound. See if Russell can get going offensively. He hasn't even taken a shot tonight. Speaking of the devil.
That one a little.
Yeah, a little strong.
Holliston looking to bring it up now. Both teams scoreless.
Yeah, I
thus
was
far.
just looking at that. 2.5 minutes into the second quarter, and
There's going to be a foul on Dag. Dag was looking at the ref like, what am I supposed to do? He had Jackson Coate, all 6'4" of Jackson Coate trying to back him down.
all right, Devin Yules chases down the rebound. To Rimza, Russell finds a seam, tipped away though. And Holliston, a good effort there, but it just slides out of bounds. So Ashland will maintain possession with 16 seconds on the shot clock.
That was Luke
Did
Campbell.
this guy bring me a pretzel? Did he? Is that? He was coming right at me. I thought the kid was bringing me a soft pretzel. All right, Devin Yules. Rims up to Russell, finds Michael Dag. Michael Dag has some three-point range, and the shot clock expires.
They hadn't gotten a shot off
No.
before Holliston knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, so
And they
took,
said Holliston never had possession of that ball.
and that's true.
So
16 seconds, somebody should have been paying attention. So a mental error there all the way around. I didn't hear the coaches yelling at him either, so. But we'll see what happens. Still, with 4:45 to go, Russell again, good job with the rebounding position. Gives it up to Yules. Finds Michael Dag. Little weave intended for Grover, and Kasanga picks it up. They got numbers, Holliston. Oh, no, they don't. Grover again with a tip on the receiving end of the fast break. Yules to Grover, who's hoisting a three. Strong, almost a pass to Russell, and Russell puts it in.
So Russell with the first points as we are halfway through the quarter.
Yeah, cuts the lead to 4. But yeah, that was a fortunate that one was so long, because Russell was easily able to pick it up off the backboard. And Yules another rebound. See if we can get Russell going offensively.
Gonna call the travel.
Yeah, and Michael Dag will take a seat as Spencer Roth comes back into the game for the Clockers.
Jordan Kasango now bringing it up for the Panthers. This is outside.
And Rimza gets a little fingertip on it as the ball goes out of bounds, so it's...
Well, he knew Ashland had touched the ball.
Yeah, he let it go.
So he was just trying to get it around, that was around Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell with the good box out.
Yeah, just
smart play.
Let it go. He walked. Oh, no, jump ball. Okay.
It's Jackson Coate.
And it's Ashland's possession as Russell inbounds to Debanowitz. Debanowitz has had a little bit of trouble once he gets over half court.
They pressure him right away.
Okay, gets it to Russell. Russell looking for a shot. Back to Debanowitz. 15 on the shot clock for Rimza. Finds Spencer Roth. The hole collapses. He goes up strong. He's able to lay it in. Spencer Roth with his first 2 points of the game, and where you got a 2-point game now. Holliston leading. 2:30 to go.
Good job by Russell there.
Yeah, those long arms, it's kind of tough to be leverage that all season long on the football field. And Debanowitz goes in strong. He found Grover cutting to the hoop, but Brandon wasn't expecting it to be either that hard or something. Couldn't handle it. Scott Soderberg, assistant coach, trying to rally the troops, keep them fired up.
Luke Campbell bringing it up for the Panthers. My apologies. That's Spencer Merkin.
Oh, Kasanga with the lane.
Good job of Kasongo there, drawing contact.
Yeah, he picked it up, immediately spun to his right and drove to the hoop. Russell looked a little perplexed, like he didn't do anything. I'm not really sure if he did or not, but Kasanga. As Holliston has yet to score in this quarter with 2 minutes to go. Missed them both, and Russell with another rebound, tipped away.
It's going to be Ashland ball.
Heads up play by Salem, but couldn't keep it in bounds. So 2 minutes to go. We're going to take a timeout, and we're going to watch the Ashland cheerleaders do a little mini routine here. Great job. So as I was driving in today, a little trivia for our fans at home and during the break, I heard the song Gloria. Do you know who sings the song Gloria? There's a few actually different cover songs Gloria titled, but this was the early 1980s, more of a disco pop song. Does anybody know at home, without Googling it, Calling Gloria? Oh, Todd, you weren't born yet.
I wasn't born yet, no.
You can phone your parents, maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to make a phone call.
Phone a friend. There we go. Back to the hoops action. Ashland trailing by 2, inbounding. Kevin Russell, full court press here. Something Ashland's had a lot of trouble with all year long. And Debanowitz.
And that's going to be Ashland ball on the side here.
Yeah, and Salem again gets a hand in there. And Debanowitz gets fouled from behind.
That's Spencer Merkin with that foul.
So is that number, oh, that's number 6 on Ashland. So they're not at the line yet. But yeah, all year long they've had trouble with the press. I'm surprised Holliston hasn't used that a little bit more. Rims to Debanowitz. Spencer Roth cutting through the lane. Grover. Top of the key, doesn't fall.
Pass up. And Holliston looking to drive. That's Noah Salem. Outside shot, no good.
How many times have I said Russell with the rebound? He's approaching double digits, I think, with the rebounding. And we're already only in the second quarter. And again, Debanowitz with trouble. Merkin trying to steal it.
And that's good.
That's what I was calling for. Rimza.
Big
Finally.
Rimza.
He'll keep shooting, and they take the lead with just under a minute to go on Rimza's first 3 of the night. Some good defense there by both Grover and Russell. Debanowitz with the ball, and clock is with the lead, and that's Spencer Roth with a 3 attempt. No good to Kasanga, who brings it up.
Kasanga.
And Russell smacks that one away with 26.5 seconds left. Ashland looking for their very rare shutout in the second quarter, as it's 14-13.
See, now that you said it.
That's all right. You know, if you're gonna do it, you gotta fight through the adversity. Look at that. And the foul. That's gonna put Noah Salem at the line, who is working hard underneath the hoop. And that was Brandon Grover with his first foul of the night. 21.5 seconds. And he drains it.
That ties it up.
There's 2 more quarters to go where they can shut him out. But it's not to be. And this is the second one. Russell again.
So Ashland overcoming a 6-point deficit in this quarter and keeping Holliston to just 1 point, I can now confidently say, with 6 seconds. 3, 2.
Kasonga can make that one. Ryan.
They call it off. It was close.
Yeah, it wouldn't have counted, but he's comfortable. It looks like he could shoot it from half court and make probably one out of 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So we come to the half and a low-scoring game, 14-14.
Not much to say other than it's been very defensive focused.
And
a lot of interesting shots from both sides at times.
Yeah, I mean, going over Holliston's score, Christopher Ryan hit those 2 threes, then couldn't do anything else. And Jordan Kasonga with a couple hoops early for 4 points. Spencer Merkin with 3, and Noah Salem with that free throw towards the end of the quarter. On the Clocker side, you had Rimza with a 3, and a bunch of 2s. Yules, Grover, Roth, and Russell all had a field goal. Kavanaugh had a couple free throws, and Agostinelli had a free throw to account for all of the points. But the high score for the Clockers was Rimza with that late 3. But it's an exciting, somewhat exciting first half, considering there wasn't much scoring. Would you agree?
I would agree.
And what looked like it could have been, potential blowout. Ashland settled down, played some good defense. So we're going to take a little break. Everybody go to the fridge, grab a soda and or a glass of milk. And
you can't do that unless you have cookies, though.
Right, but don't bring it in the gym. If you're watching us from the gym, and I think a lot of people do, no food or drink except water. Water. What do you got? Gatorade? Oh, my God. All right, there's always one in the crowd. All right, thanks for watching. Come back and see us in a couple minutes. We'll be back.
All right.
Okay, Todd. So I don't think I'm going to check on the trivia questions. Nobody got the Gloria by Laura Branigan. Laura Branigan was the answer, Todd.
Laura Branigan.
There is a Gloria by the Doors, I think, and there's a few more, but nothing like the Laura Branigan version. Calling Gloria. Anyways, Todd, it's halftime, and we always like to work in a Who Needs a Fortune episode as we get ready to kick off. So this fortune's going to go out to both offenses because both offenses have been pretty much non-existent. Why don't you, as we get ready to start the second half, tied at 14 apiece, what do we got, Todd?
Confidence begets confidence.
There you go. Maybe make a few little hoops and everything will start falling. Russell with a tip away there. We saw Rimza hit a 3 at towards the end of the first quarter after missing his first 3 shots. Hopefully that will get him a little confidence. And Russell actually, the only shot that he got was that little one off the glass. Well, he missed a 3, but so hopefully that'll get him going as he tips that one away again. Russell just a monster on defense right now and on the offensive defensive boards.
That's a jump ball between Russell. Looked like Campbell, maybe?
Is that
23 or 33?
Yeah,
Jackson
that's 33.
Cody.
Jackson Cody, one of their starters. So yeah, Russell over the top. Good read by Aiden Jewett there to almost get that pass. See if they go long here. So it's into Rimza, being guarded by Kasonga. To Russell, to Grover, who skies. Couldn't get it in, but Yules tips it to Rimza. Oh, just couldn't fall.
Just off the front of the rim.
For Rimza. Did you do that on purpose?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
I tried to emphasize rim, but
Right.
Holliston now with the ball. Salem was at the top. Now pass to the side. That's Kasongo. Back to Salem. Underneath.
Good job by Russell, just standing his ground. And
That was Jackson Cody.
they forced too many passes. That's the problem.
And that's a travel from Kasongo.
So did they? I didn't read the fortune again, but confidence begets confidence. So again, 14-14. So as far as the offensive
It's been a minute and a half.
motivation, it really hasn't helped yet. But Ashland technically on a 7-1 run over the last almost 10 minutes of play. As Yules finds Russell, back to Yules.
It's
So
really within the last
Gostinelli.
5 minutes of play.
Yeah. Gostinelli strong off the backboard. Yules tried to put it back up, but that was tipped away by Holliston.
There was no scoring at all until about 2.5 minutes last quarter, I believe.
Yeah. But it's keeping the fans in the stands, which is good. Because last time these two teams squared off, Holliston on their home turf, as Russell grabs another rebound, Holliston demolished Ashland 62-37. So from a moral standpoint, this is already a little bit of a victory, but
And we didn't see the broadcast of that game. At least I did.
it was in Holliston. It was in Holliston, and yeah, it's probably a good thing that we didn't see it. There's no record of it other than somebody jotting it down on a piece of paper. So that'll be lost in the annals of sports history. Nobody will ever hear about that again. Russell just wrecking havoc on defense with the long arms, whether it be the rebound or the deflections.
Well, they seem to be trying to keep it away from the two big men, Max Penn and Jackson Cody. Who I've been calling Cody.
I think Cody is good to me. Another jump ball as Aiden Jewett jumped in, stole it away from Evan Yules. So this one will stay with Holliston.
Christopher Ryan on the inbound. That's Aiden Jewett with the ball now. Passes it back to Spencer Merkin. Merkin trying to find a lane. Passes it outside. Drive in, pass back out.
You know, they gave up a couple good shots, and Merkin ended up getting a better one. So hats off to Holliston for being patient there. As Gostinelli tries to bank one home and then tips it back in.
I'm not sure if it was an
Kavanaugh
Ashland hand or a Holliston hand that tipped that in.
I'm going to give it to Gostinelli because he's been fighting so hard, and there's a turnover. As Russell tries to get it in. Yules brings it up. I'm watching the replay. Yeah, it was Gostinelli who did tip it in. Russell comes screaming and hoists the three. Little short. Another offensive rebound.
Ashland is sitting in the paint.
Coaches have to be happy, though, with the way they're banging the boards tonight, because all season long they've been getting killed on the boards. Almost an errant pass there. Yules with a dribble and puts it back up. No good. Rimza. Tough pass into Yules.
That's going to be Ashland ball if it's a jump.
I think they're going to get Russell on the floor, the foul there. He just dove in there. I like the aggressiveness, but wasn't a lot of upside with that dive. So we're all knotted at 16 apiece with 4:04 to go in this third quarter. Your Ashland Clockers taking on the Holliston Panthers. I'm Rob Silver with my partner Todd Cotter on this Friday, February 7th, 2020. Russell just running up his rebound count. He must be at, I think he's at 13 now. Is Debanowitz.
Educated guess?
Yep.
13.
Good hands by the Ashland cheerleaders. On that tip out of bounds, Debanowitz going to tie his shoe. That was his highlight of the night. I kid, I joke.
That was rough, Rob.
That's what I do. If you can't take the heat, don't lace up your sneakers. Or lace them up really good so that they don't come unlaced. All right, Debanowitz takes the shot.
He heard your comment.
He missed it. Rims it with a three. Nails it. Rimza can get hot. And he's now made 2 out of his last 3. And Ashland has their biggest lead of the game, 19-16.
Drive underneath.
And that's going to be Ashland ball. Come on. How does that stay with Holliston? Russell had the rebound. The unnamed Holliston Panther, number 30, with a brief touch. 23. Oh,
underneath.
He got pushed. That was Jackson Cody. Not sure who the body was that pushed him. Hopefully it wasn't Russell. It was Spencer Roth. The junior Jackson Cody listed at 6'4" on the scoring sheet.
Next closest is
makes the first.
Max Penn, who we've been seeing on the floor a lot tonight as well.
Yeah, and Christopher Ryan looks a little taller than 6. Well, maybe not.
I think maybe that's because he's playing guard with everybody else.
Yeah, I think you are correct. Devin Ewell's nice spin move, breaks the press. Debanowitz for 3. And another rebound by Russell. Debanowitz again can't get the roll. Russell again off of Holliston. A heads-up play by Kevin Russell as he gets rebounds number 14 and 15. And a nice round of applause, well-deserved, as Russell just putting on a show on defense and on offense. Debanowitz inbounds deep to Russell. High points that pass. Devin Ewell's over to Spencer Roth. And that's Debanowitz. Finds the open player in the corner there. That was Roth.
I got a call out from the studio here from one Mr. Connor Donovan. He says, Kevin Russell is a monster.
That is a accurate description tonight. Unless is he referring to the game, or is this? No, he is having a monster of a game. So Brandon Grover comes in to defend Kasongo.
Songo's shot goes in.
And they're going to have to double team him. Looks like he can kind of do whatever he wants if he gets one-on-one coverage. Debanowitz back to Ewells. Drives the baseline and draws the foul. As the unknown Panther gets his first foul of the game. Ewells inbounding to Agostinelli with a mid-range jumper, no good.
Oh.
And that's the end of the game. Oh no, they will tip it away, and it's a jump ball, which possession stays with Ashland. So 1:47 to go, and Ashland trailing 20-19 in the third quarter. Holliston on a 4-0 run. Agostinelli drives the paint, finds Rimza, gives it up to Grover, and he nails a three.
Grover putting Ashland back on top.
Oh. And Russell on the bench getting a little rest, and they were able to take advantage with Jackson Cody getting the ball deep and turnaround jumper. And there's a steal by Cody. Driving the lane is Aiden Jewett. Rimza picks up the rebound. 22 apiece. Devin Yules, a little stutter step. Agostinelli back to Yules. Rimza calling for the ball. He was open momentarily. And not giving him too much space. Kavanaugh finds him. Rimza down back to Agostinelli. Turns in the lane. Draws the foul.
Agostinelli just trying to stay upright on that one.
50 seconds to go in the third quarter. That foul was on number 33, Jackson Cody, his second. So Agostinelli as the Ashland cheerleaders do their imitation of spirit fingers. Agostinelli sinks that one. They do the spirit finger to encourage the home crowd.
Agostinelli nails both.
Those aren't spirit fingers. Those are spirit fingers. Thank you, fans. All right, that's Salem. Hard off the glass, no good. And Kavanaugh gets the rebound. Gets it over to Yules, who's double teamed. Agostinelli, Kavanaugh finds Rimza. Oh, in and out. Grover couldn't hang on to it. As we got 18 seconds to go in the quarter. And a nice little jumper by Cody. He's having his way with this on offense without Russell in there. 7 seconds to go. 24 apiece. Yules drives. And it's Rimza for three at the buzzer. And he nails it.
Right at the buzzer. Puts Ashland up by 3 going into the fourth quarter.
Great ball movement there at the end. And exciting game. And the offense has finally clicked. We were almost scoreless for the first 2-3 minutes of that quarter.
We were.
And ended up being a 13-10 quarter. I mean, Ashland had 14 at the half, almost doubled their output. So we got ourselves a game. This is fun.
This is.
I've unfortunately I've had the honor of calling a lot of Friday night games, which is a pleasure and a blessing, but sometimes it's a curse because some of these games have been blowouts, and it's tough to watch.
It's fun to have a close game.
Absolutely. The first game we did this season was a nice, spirited affair. Actually, in that game, the girls pulled out to a big lead, and they kind of let, I think it was Hopkinton back in the game.
They did.
But they were able to pull it out, and hopefully we're going to see Ashland get their second win of the night as we head into the fourth quarter. Russell got a little bit of a rest there at the end,
and now
they weathered the storm.
I'm going over my score sheet, and I'm missing 2 for Holliston. So let's go down the list. Christopher Ryan, I have
right there in front of you. 6 points for Ryan.
6 points for him. Spencer Merkin, I have next
5.
at 5 points.
Yeah.
Jordan Kasongo with 6. And then Jackson Cody, I have 5.
I have him at 6 and Noah Salem with 1.
Okay.
As Russell affects that shot, but Ryan gets a decent look at a 3, doesn't go. Agostinelli swarmed by the defense. Kasongo strung to the hoop, and Russell, rebound number 16. Gets it out to Yules. They got numbers, and he traveled.
I don't know what happened there. It looked like the ball just stuck to his hands.
Yeah, the defender guessed and made him have to change his pass in midair. He didn't have time.
Aiden Jewett bringing it up for the Panthers. Pass out to Songo. Songo underneath.
Timeout. He's got those things on the back of his leg. I think you have to be a good player if you're going to wear those things.
It's a requirement. You can't just wear those for the sake of wearing them.
Here we go. Couple.
Oh, that was rough.
split.
We couldn't quite.
Now, people at home like, what's going on with the cameras? We didn't
Picked
catch
up
it.
at the last second.
No, that was a little quick. And there's the principal. Our principal, Kelly St. Core. Is that how you, Kelly St. Core? Is it just Core?
Yeah.
It's a lot of vowels. It's a good Scrabble word if you're in a bind.
Well, before we get out of this timeout and get back to action here, I'd like to say a big thank you to our crew tonight of Nick the Man Cunningham, Ruby Montoya, Cameron Tabo, Jack Emberley, and tonight's game directed and produced by Connor Donovan.
Does a great job.
He
They
does.
all do. They do. They all do. And this fired up Ashland crowd, the biggest one of the season for a Friday night, trying to keep their team energized as they lead 27-24 going into the final quarter.
Pass underneath the Kasongo. They're going to give him a foul. I don't know about that. That looked like it was all ball.
These refs may need some protection getting out of here after that call. It's not that bad yet, but Kasongo to the line. He missed his last 2 free throws, and he looks like a decent shooter. Nailed that one.
Yes. Missed his first 2. So he's shooting right now 1 for 3. And he'll be 2 for 4, brings him up to 50%.
And a little bit of pressure here, handled nicely by Yules. He's done a good job ball handling tonight. Rimza to Russell. Hit from behind as he tried to drive to the hoop. It's foul number 3 for the half.
And then fouls are something that Ashland actually has to watch out for.
Yeah, they're at 5.
You're at 5.
Agostinelli for 3. Everything's fallen now as the lead has ballooned to 4 points.
They actually widened the baskets while we weren't paying attention.
They switched to a girls' ball. It's smaller.
Maybe.
But I could not see what happened there, but I assume Russell kind of affected the shot and a nice
That was
rebound.
Christopher Ryan finally going in for 2, not taking his normal 3.
Rims it to Russell.
And that was
Tipped away. And the Ashland cheerleaders getting a lot of action. And they're in the front rows. They're on the front line here. Got to pay attention, and they are. Agostinelli to Yules. Kind of a weak defensive effort there by Kasonga. Rimza. Oh, Russell with a great job chasing down the loose ball.
Manages to keep it inbounds.
Yeah, good save again. Russell having a tremendous game. You know, it's not on the scoreboard. He's only got 2 points, but he's done everything else. And he is the reason that Ashland's up by 4 right now. Trying to do a little pick and roll. 7 seconds on the shot clock. They find an open Rimza. That's his shot. And who's this going to go to? This will stay with. This goes over to Holliston. As Grover fought for that rebound, but just couldn't bring it in.
And a timeout.
Timeout by Coach Murphy. Probably part of it is to give Kevin Russell a little break so he can play this whole quarter.
Ashland certainly needs him to play this quarter, as we see the Ashland cheerleaders.
I'm a big fan of having the cheerleaders at at the games. I think it helps. Great job navigating that camera back to its resting place, Todd.
You know what's perfect is it's right in the center of the court. If we could have this is perfectly centered now.
Yeah.
So back to the game, though. We have 5 seconds left of this timeout. And it just magically disappeared on me.
Yeah. 5 seconds. 5 seconds only lasts for 5 seconds. Doesn't last a lifetime.
Well, they cut it out at 3. But everybody was ready to go.
5:35 to go. Ashland leading by 4. A little trap there. Holliston with the ball.
Pass outside. Shot taken and made by Luke Campbell. Did they give him 3 for that?
Yeah, his first points of the night. And they find Rimza down court off the backboard.
Outmatched by height. Just remember, Rob, you can't teach height. Just one of those things. Positioning, maybe.
Ryan complaining about the space he's been given there. And Campbell going strong to the hoop, draws the foul.
I was trying to see the number. So thank you, Campbell. I believe this is for his first time at the line tonight.
The foul is called on Devin Yules.
First one is no good.
As the whole student section standing for Ashland.
And this is why I said Ashland needs to watch out, is this game is close now. Ashland.
He missed them both. You know, it's one of those things that actually could work in their favor. Holliston is not shooting well from the line, and who knows, might come back to bite him. Oh, as Merkin gets a body on Rimza and creates the foul. Did they get him going to the line?
No,
I didn't think so.
He
They called it on the floor. I thought he was trying to maybe get to the line. Yules to Gostinelli, a lazy pass and just sloppy turnover there. Wasn't even a lot of pressure. Ashland still up by 1, 4:45 to go.
Merkin bringing it up. Merkin to the outside. No good.
Number 16 on rebounds for Kevin Russell. Rimza open, doesn't take it. Oh, finds Russell cutting through to Yules. Somebody just hit the back of my chair, I think went down hard. Rimza in and out, another offensive rebound, and they reset. New shot clock.
That was, I don't know what happened with that rebound, but better lucky than good, right?
Yeah. And there's a hand in there.
That's from Spencer Merkin.
Against Devin Yules, number 4, fouls number 4.
Oh, they're going to call it on Jordan Kasongo.
Okay.
Which I don't think he was involved.
Oh.
Wow. Good job by Russell.
Dishing off to Kavanaugh.
Went up and over the defender to get that ball.
I said it before, but I love this, the reverse football move there. Russell to Kavanaugh instead of Kavanaugh to Russell. Kavanaugh's first field goal of the game. He had a couple free throws.
Holliston with the rebounds. Kasongo shot, no good. Holliston another rebound. That's Campbell. No shot.
Yeah.
Foul.
Rimza. And that's going to frustrate the coaches a little bit. 2 or 3 offensive rebounds there.
Well, and that's what's amazing so far is when you compare the height of the Holliston players to the height of the Ashland, Holliston's got much more height than Ashland does. And Ashland's still getting quite a few of those rebounds. So
Yeah, well, it's Kevin
But you
Russell who
want-
is the tallest body out there at 6'6". So
we have
but-
cameras on the other side that hopefully
Yeah.
got that.
I heard some mumblings in the crowd from the cheerleaders, like, "Ooh," like it didn't go as smoothly as they wanted. So, but anyways,
happens.
32 to 29. We got 3:25 to go. I got a half-eaten Chinese fortune cookie here. We got the fortune. Confidence begets confidence, and that was the rallying cry for both of these teams offensively.
Took a few minutes to set in though.
Yeah, but it's definitely a more enjoyable game, and
So I was a little
lot of
freaked out.
excitement.
You keep pulling these out on Friday. I think you're aiming for some sort of Freaky Friday situation here.
Oh, that would be that would not be fun. 23 is Luke Campbell going to the line. Is this a 1-and-1? It is.
Yeah, it is.
And like I said, it came back to bite him as Kavanaugh gets the rebound. And
That's Christopher Ryan that they're calling the foul on, as Holliston now has 6. So Ashland now in
will be in
1-and-1.
the. And Ashland, I think at this point it looks like a much better free throw shooting team. So if they do go to the line for the 1-and-1,
A little more confidence.
yeah, like I said, that did work out in Ashland's favor, that foul. With Holliston missing from the free throw line. Debanowitz bringing it up. He cuts into the lane. Uncontested, really, with the pull-up. And we have a new highlight for Debanowitz on the night. A huge point there, a huge hoop, gives him a 5-point lead.
He's been waiting to do that all night since you said that.
I wanted him to. I really was pulling for him. Over to Campbell, who nailed another 3.
That's his second of the night.
Cuts the deficit to 2 for Holliston. Russell brings it up. Big strides.
2.5 minutes left to play, and it's
And-
going to go to Holliston.
Yeah,
And
I think Grover was the last one to touch it. Regardless of what we think, that's what the referees saw.
the fan section's certainly not happy with the call.
Coach Murphy having a couple of words with the ref, but not too many words. Just
Songo inbounds it to Aiden Jewett for Holliston. Back to Songo. Steps back. 3, no good. And Benowitz with the rebound.
so that's probably the one weakness so far. And then that Ashland, I think, gets a little break there. I thought Kavanaugh might have been the last to touch it. But Kasongo's had 3 open threes and has not hit any of them. But that's probably his only weakness right now, at least for tonight, I should say. Yule's looking to get it in, finds Russell to Agostinelli, and he hit a 3 last time he had the ball. Back to Yules. To Rimza, to Yules. Finds Grover. Russell is going to take it all the way. Oh, they call the foul on the floor, but he will go to the line.
And we know that Russell is lethal from the line.
And assistant coach Owen Lovely not happy with that call. Thought it should have been a shooting foul and 1. Russell at the line, 1-and-1. Rolls it home. The lead is back to 3. That one hard off the front of the rim, and Brandon Grover with a huge offensive rebound knocks it back in. Ashley and Clockers lead by
Instead
5.
of 1, how about 2? It's just like getting the and 1.
Yeah, exactly. They planned that one all along. Grover has some good ups. And that rebound chased down by Agostinelli. As Coach Champagne tries to encourage his Holliston Panthers to hang in there. Ewells with a nice spin move to Grover off his foot. And a scrum in front of us, picked up nicely by Kasongo.
Songo driving,
Oh!
and that's going to be an offensive. That's definitely a charge. But watch out, we have Ashland player down.
And they're calling that one on Ashland. Ewells. That's going to put Kasonga at the line. I'm going to watch the replay here.
I mean, he ran right into him.
He turned back into him. I call him.
He lowered the shoulder.
That's exactly what it was. If he hadn't lowered the shoulder, it's possible. But
well, the rim lies that time. Usually the rim doesn't lie. That's what we say. But
Kasonga can only miss so many from the free throw line.
It's 3 for 5 now on the night.
And we're back to a 3-point lead as Kasonga makes them both. And he's the first Panther into double digits, now with 10. We'll take a little time out here. And Todd, I have one more fortune cookie as you film the cheerleaders doing their final routine of the night.
Might want to pull your water bottle back.
Their infamous hey, hey, rowdy, rowdy, go, go cheer. Nicely executed by the cheerleading squad. And here's our final fortune of the night. And this one goes out to Ashland trying to bring it home for the win. What do we got, Todd?
If it ain't broken, don't fix it.
There you go. We don't need Russell to score. We need Russell to do everything else that he's been doing. He gets it inbound to Agostinelli.
So with 1:13 left, is there any doubt who the player of the game is?
Well,
I think regardless of the outcome.
Right, I agree. But with that being said, Agostinelli draws a foul by Jackson Cody, and I don't think it was necessarily, that might have been planned. No, I don't think so. It is the front end of a 1-and-1. Sure, Coach Champagne said be aggressive. And speaking of aggressive, heads up play there. Rims a wide open three. Couldn't knock it home. Russell all over the place with a rebound there. Bodies flying. What do we got for a call here?
That's going to be a foul on Holliston. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that either.
I couldn't say I was screened out, but I'm not going to disagree. Agostinelli going to the line. Again, front end. He makes it this time. They'll be in the double bonus going forward anyways. With 1:03 to go, Ashland 38, Holliston 34. And Agostinelli sinks both of those, 39-34.
Agostinelli showing you how it's done. You definitely want the arc on those.
A wild shot there by Salem.
And that
it's knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, Jordan Casago stepped on the line as he tried to get it inbounds to one of his teammates, as Ashland has a 5-point lead with 50 seconds left in the game.
Nice inbound pass to Ewells.
And the question is, are they going to foul?
Rimza to Russell, draws the foul, and he's going to the line for 2. 38 seconds to go. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Spare it, fingers. Kevin Russell, nothing but net.
Ashland jumps out to a 6-point lead.
Oh, and he bangs that one home.
And now with about 40 seconds left, the timeout is taken. Ashland now with a 7-point lead.
So, you know, I wish they had this game earlier in the year, because every game that I've seen with the men, that's been maybe, this is the 4th one, Russell has almost had to take it upon himself to be the offensive engine for Ashland. And where they've kind of, he's taken himself, or maybe Holliston's taken him out of the offensive side of the game. He, you know, everybody else has been able to step up. He's been able to focus on the rebounds and the deflections, and it's been incredible.
His defense today has been phenomenal.
This has probably been his lowest offensive output of the season, with 5 points, but it's been his best game by far.
That's what you want.
You want the win.
Sometimes you want the win.
You want the win. And that's how he was on the football field. He wasn't always getting the most receptions, but he got the big receptions. He'd get the 3rd and 7 little play where Jake Latessa would get the long, you know, the big passes, a lot of big passes to Gazer and stuff. But Russell had a lot of big touchdown catches as well. Just always doing what needed to be done. As they get a quick shot inside to, was that Merkin? No, that was number 11, Aiden Jewett, who drew the foul.
That's Jewett at the line now. And they're calling that on
Devin Ewell's,
Devin Ewell's,
his 4th. So it will only be a factor for some reason we find overtime, which please don't let us find overtime. Aiden Jewett with his first points of the night. One of the starters, the senior guard for Holliston. Strong and Grover with another rebound. Oh, and Ryan steals it away, puts it home.
His first.
Here's Grover, gets fouled right away by Campbell. So, what looked like
his first field goal of the night that wasn't a 3.
Yeah, and his first field goal since early in the first quarter, too. But what looked like a somewhat insurmountable lead with 29 seconds, 7 points, is now cut to 4, pending the 2 foul shots by Brandon Grover.
And a timeout taken.
And this is Grover's first trip to the line, if I'm keeping accurate count. But he does have 7 points, with a couple field goals and a 3-point field goal. And Augustinelli right now, I think the high scorer for the Clockers with 10 points, 5 free throws, a 3 and a 2. Jake Rimza second in the scoring category with 9 points. That's 3 threes. As the Holliston Panthers fans scooting out early.
They're gone.
No faith, no faith. 41-37. They know Brandon Grover is good for at least 1. That's why. Makes it 5 points. 5 seconds to go in the timeout. They gave us the full 5 seconds. 19 and a half to go in the game. Brandon Grover misses the first. I mean, Holliston remembers Brandon Grover from his huge interception in the big football game earlier this year as Holliston looked to go up after trailing 21-7. A huge upset by Ashland. And a little up and in there. Was that Jewett again? We got 10 seconds left. And Grover had made the second. So we're 3 points with 10 seconds left and the ball.
And Holliston takes their final timeout.
So, I mean, strategy-wise, Ashland's got to get the ball in, preferably to one of their better shooters, and make one of the free throws. I mean, ultimately, if they can run some time off the clock, that would be even better, but we'll see what they do, see what they got planned.
And this game started with Ashland falling 13-7 after that first quarter.
Yeah.
Coming back and keeping Holliston from making a field goal. They only made that
one point with 20 seconds left in the second quarter.
Yeah. That wasn't even a field goal. That was a foul shot.
Yeah, it was a foul shot. And
kept them to no field goals in that second quarter.
Yeah, they could have folded under the pressure, but no, they rallied in front of their fans for this huge Friday night game, and they find Devin Ewells, a little stutter step, runs a couple seconds off the clock.
And Ewells will go to the line with 8 seconds left to go. Ashland up 42-39.
So, yeah, 8 seconds. So he took 2 seconds off the clock with that little ball fake, which is a valuable 2 seconds to Holliston. So good job there. And he really needs to sink one out of these two. Nails it. And I mean, for all intents and purposes, you know, Ashland can kind of let Holliston walk down the court and score as long as they don't foul. They can pressure them a little bit. They just want to keep the clock running. And 4-point lead. Ewells misses the second. Tries to draw the foul on the three, and that's going to be it. As Brandon Grover dribbles out the clock. And Michael Dagg with a little fall as his brother Colin was just coming in to congratulate him.
And that was a great win for the Clockers. They fought all the way through it. Both teams really fought their way through this game. And just a fantastic job by everybody involved.
Yeah, the final score 43-39. We'll go into a quick rundown, but we had, we'll start with Holliston, but Holliston Kasongo had 10 points, Christopher Ryan with 8. I had Spencer Merkin at 5, Jackson Cody at 6, and Campbell at 6 with those 2 3-pointers in the fourth quarter. And Jewett with 3, Salem with 1.
That's what I have as well.
And on the Clocker side, we had Rims. I'm just going to go down the line. Rimsa with 9, Devin Ewells with 3, including that clutch free throw with 8 seconds left. Brandon Grover ended up the night with 8 points, a good offensive effort, brought a lot of energy to the game on both ends, offense and defense. Spencer Roth with a field goal. Kavanaugh had 4 points. We had Kevin Russell with 5 points, and Mason Debanowitz with a couple points, and Andre Agostinelli finding himself in the rear position as the high scorer for the Clockers. If I did that right, 21, 23, 31, 40, 43 points. Yeah, my math was correct.
Your math is correct. Look at that.
So the Silver Star,
Russell.
Kevin Russell. Kevin Russell, a great team effort, but
yeah.
Russell with about 15, 16 rebounds.
He must have had at least 60% of the Clockers' rebounds tonight.
Yeah.
If not more.
But the big difference tonight was the total rebounds in general. They chased down a lot of loose balls. They were all over the court, bodies flying everywhere. The offensive board, the defensive board. They really made a commitment to to focus on that part of the game, and it showed. And that was the difference. You know, outside of a couple Holliston possessions where they had a couple offensive boards on their end, you know, Ashland really shut them down. So a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Great night.
And a great win for the Clockers, second win of the night. Next week is senior night here.
Wow.
You're not going to be with me, are you?
I am not going to be with you.
All right, well, I'm still coming anyways. It's Valentine's Day. So did you make plans? Is that what you doing anything? Did we talk about that?
Yeah, you and I are going out to dinner after the game, right?
We'll see. We'll see if what happens. But we want to thank the crew again. I'm going to let Todd, because he knows all the names and he writes them down.
Yeah, so I'd like to thank Nick the Man Cunningham, Ruby Montoya, Cameron Tabo, Jack Emberley, and tonight's game was directed and produced by the one, the only, Connor Donovan. So thank you so much for joining us. Rob?
For Todd Carter, I'm Rob Silver saying good night and go Clockers.